What's up? Welcome to the What More Can I Say podcast, episode 91. Wow, 91 of these things in the bag. We appreciate everybody. Appreciate you so much for taking this ride with us. Let's go ahead and introduce the other host of the pod. I'm Tony Kapone. That's the first lady of the pod, the only lady of the pod. And yes, she is in real life, fluffy and fine. Keke, what's up?
Yes, honey, fluffy and fine is in the building. How are you guys?
What's up, Keke?
Oh, I'm good. Just hanging in that chair, praying for Will Smith. That's all.
Oh, we're going to get into what's happening with Will Smith. Like the Afro puffs, Keke.
Thank you. I had to switch it up a little bit, let my edges breathe. But I'm coming back with a wig soon.
All right, the wannabe R&B singer that will sing in front of a crowd, even if it's not even karaoke. Zach Boog, what's up?
You cannot lie. My three-piece performance was epic. Four-piece, like Keke says, four-piece. Yeah. And, I realized just looking at the camera that I shouldn't wear my hair like this with this style of hoodie. I look like a Jamaican bobsled team. I feel like I'm about to go to Jamaican bobsled practice. So I realized this hoodie don't work with this hair. I'm just not seeing it.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah, so, okay. I think it's the color pattern or something. It's something real bobsled teamy about this. Okay.
It is.
So let's go.
All right, man, let's get into it. Pretty much the only thing everybody's been talking about all week long, just constantly, is the smack. The smack heard around the world. It's so many different ways to look at this, so many ways to talk about this. Keke, initial reactions.
Initial reaction. So when it first happened, I was on demon time. Y'all know it was the weekend. I wasn't really paying attention to the Oscars, but then I saw the slap. And then I was like, I say Jada is the GOAT. So I'm like, yes, Jada, like you had Will, you had Tupac, and you just made Will slap somebody at the Oscars. You a bad bitch. But after I sat with myself, for all these hours, y'all, and I don't know about you, but that whole night I couldn't sleep. Like I just couldn't get over the fact that Will Smith went on stage and slapped this man. So I couldn't sleep. So I was delirious come Monday morning. I had a meeting. They asking me for my take in a meeting. I'm just like, y'all, he really slapped that man. Like I couldn't get over that. So after I sat with it, I just got so many views on it, and I don't even know where to start. Like, I feel like Jada's toxic. At this point, she is the GOAT, but she's very toxic. I feel like Will, I'm upset with Will now. You know what I'm saying? I want to give Chris a hug. Like I feel like he need a big girl right about now in his life because, we our comfort is a little different, and I feel like he just need a big old Keke hug right now. It's just a lot of things going through my mind, y'all. It's been an emotional roller coaster for me, and I didn't even get slapped. So I'm all over. Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna get into a lot of those different takes. Zach Boog, initial reactions.
Initial reaction was not watching the Oscars like everybody. Nobody was watching it. Right. I got two phone calls. One of them was the comedian, a friend of mine who always tries to get on the radio, and I got to spit him every time. He said, "You heard about Will and Chris Rock?" I was like, "No, what happened?" He said, "Well, if I tell you got to put me on the radio so I can talk about it."
Oh, my God.
He said it like he had an inside scoop. Dude, everybody is talking about this on my timeline. Stop it. I got another call. So I said, let me see what happened. I didn't cut on the Oscars. I went to YouTube because I knew they would have it. So I go to YouTube and check it out. My first reaction is, I'm a married man. That's what you do. You stand up for your queen, brother. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Yeah, Will. I'm talking, me and my wife going back and forth in the living room. Like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. She loved Will Smith too. So she's like, Will, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So we was cheering it on. And then I sat down.
See? Yeah.
I said, hey, something don't sit right with me, man. Will is out of control. Will really is out of control.
Why?
This man went through all four emotions within 10 minutes. He went from happy and clapping to angry enough to slap somebody at the Oscars. and then walk on stage. So imagine how long that walk was to Will. You know what I'm saying? So you knew you had completely snapped, okay? Then after that, you go into complete crying, a full out cry. And then at the end of the night, they show you on Instagram partying like you bringing in the new year.
Yep.
How did you go through all those emotions within that short period of time? You are off balance, brother. And you know what you need to do? You need to try some weed. Just smoke, bro. We'll need a blunt. We'll need a blunt. If that joke made you walk on stage and smack a man, you need a blunt. You are out of control. You are at the Oscars, getting ready to get your first Oscar in your life. Yeah. And that man said, G.I. Jane 2. Oh! Party. It's something wrong with you, brother. You need Keke hug. Look, he out of control. Go ahead.
Look, let me give you my initial reaction. Damn, that's really my initial reaction. And then I said, I know it. I said, this is it. This is a man that preaches all type of meditation and calmness and good energy and all of these things, right? I was like, oh, Will was just tired. And we all know, how many times have you seen someone go off the edge and everybody be like, dang, they went over the edge about that? That was it. But it takes a straw to break a camel's back. That was it. Mad, done. He couldn't take it no more. He's like, I'm in my biggest moment. Was it right? No. But do I understand? Yes. Because you think about it. Same reason why Keke called him the GOAT. Like, the dude literally has been quiet while his wife said she didn't really enjoy sex with him. Talked about an entanglement, talked about other things in their relationship, and Will just been like, all right, man, all right. Now here we go again. I'm at the Oscars for the biggest moment of my life.
Who is he mad at? Look at what you just said. Who was talking about it?
He was mad at Jada, but he was mad. No, this is the thing. He's mad. The
smack was for Jada, bro.
He's probably mad at anybody bringing up anything about his wife and his situation. He's not used to that.
No, exactly.
But this is the thing. Will didn't say nothing when Chris Rock said something about Jada before.
No.
He let it slide.
Y'all keep trying to bring this.
I just said the dude snap.
No, guys, let me tell you something. So
go ahead,
I know you probably can relate to this. It was a very light-skinned thing to do, to get your ass up at the Oscars and march up that stage. And you didn't steal off him. You didn't muff him, but you open hand slapped him. That was very light-skinned talk, we must admit. So I really feel like Will Smith is really mad at some other stuff. This is all built up. Yeah. Because let me just tell you this. It's what Chris Rock said, alopecia or not. What Chris Rock said was not that damn deep. It did not warrant a slap. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, okay, I was over here talking stuff about Bow Wow last week. I deserve to get cussed out in the YouTube comments for what I said.
Yeah,
but do I deserve to get somebody to run up on me because I said something funny on the No. Chris Rock.
No.
You know, Chris
Rock. But this is the thing.
Huh?
No, Keke Bow Wow done had enough.
He did. Now just think about this. The What More Can I Say podcast, right?
Yeah.
This is we doing our thing. We got decent numbers, but we not one of the top crazy podcasts. I hope we will be one of these days.
Yes, we are.
But this is the thing. Mm-hmm. Bow Wow had been hearing stuff about his money, his music, his lifestyle, all of this. People got something to say, well, Bow Wow. And probably somebody sent that clip to him and he had enough.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't give a hell I don't care who this is.
Yes. Yeah.
Shout out to Keke. She the GOAT.
All he did was turn us up. Shout out to Bow Wow for that. I owe you a Hennessy for that, bro. Bottle on me, I promise you.
Yeah, shout out. Hold on. Let me go in on this. One second. I'm not done.
Go ahead.
Hold on. Okay. This is all I'm saying. I understand the snapping and all that, bro. We not disagreeing on that. We see he snapped. That was wrong. But it was the anger is not with what people are saying. Y'all keep saying it's because of what people saying. No, but he's mad at Jada. The only reason that the people can say what they're saying is because Jada sat on that red table, brought him on that red table, made him turn into a crying meme, and his name attached to stuff. Will Smith knows the game. He knows that people can, like, if you put it out there and I'm a joke, the internet is gonna run wild with it. And that has been what has happened. He's angry with Jada for having him looking crazy. He wished he could walk up and smack Jada. He can't do that. So now he has to just take that energy and transform it and defend her. When in reality, you mad at her. And you can tell
that slap was to say, nobody else talk about our business. I'm through with anybody saying something. Anytime somebody says something about us,
but why they talking about
it's going to be a problem.
Why they talking about it?
He hasn't said anything in a while. We're coming off with a Golden Globes where the reporter brought something up about the entanglement. This is Will Smith's biggest moment. Now we here, we at the Oscars, and I get it. You're supposed to do the joking and do all of this stuff, all of that type of stuff, right? Whatever. But this is still my biggest moment, right? And now you're taking a shot at my wife, and we talk, and he just like, it was a snapping moment. We don't know what it's like to have the world in our business. Nobody does. Well,
no, but we're not in there. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. Everybody keeps saying we in their business. No, we're not in their business. They tell us their business. Yeah. They profit off telling them their business. That's why they're fair game. You can't profit off your personal life and then get mad when people commentate on your personal life and you're one of the biggest stars sitting in the front row at the Oscars. That was not warranted. That joke did not warrant that reaction. He lost it. He went up there like a lunatic. I just told you he went through 4 seasons, bro. You know how they be like, ooh, the weather crazy. It's hot today. Then it was cold the next day. He did all of this, within 20 minutes. So quit trying to make this regular.
Okay, so what about this, Keke? What about the black effect of it? About the black effect from the cultural standpoint, 2 of our biggest stars assaulting each other, one assaulting another one.
Okay. I can't lie because I be on TikTok, and there's a lot of people with think pieces on TikTok are like, why do y'all care what the white folks say? Why do y'all care about, but I don't give a damn who was in the room. I don't care if it was all black people in the audience. It was embarrassing. I just interviewed Will Smith a few months ago. That's my career highlight. You know what I'm saying? I hold you at that high of a regard. So to see you go up there and do something like that was so distasteful to me. It made me cringe. Every time I watch it, it makes me cringe. I don't like that you did it. I don't like that you slapped another black man. I don't like that you took away from the attention of the film, which was about Serena and Venus' accomplishments and their father's hard work. I don't like that you went to your seat and cursed from the front row at the Oscars. It was so many things about it that made me cringe, but I felt like this was a big lesson for everybody. And I feel like Denzel was the star of the night, really. Like, I feel like if you didn't get nothing else from this whole situation, I hope everybody that watched it got Denzel's message to Will. When you are on your way up, when you are climbing the ladder, when you are about to walk into your biggest blessings, please believe the devil is going to try you from every single angle. And you cannot let the devil trick you out your square. Period. Cannot because it's gonna happen. I don't know about you. Every time I get ready to walk into a big blessing, I be damn near about to quit the whole career. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like I can't do this no more. But if you just push through and you stay focused, you're gonna walk into your biggest moment. And I felt like this was literally like God showing the entire world, like, first of all, I'm in control, but also, like, I'm gonna show y'all how this thing works. This is his biggest night in his career. This man been from the Fresh Prince to goddamn the sitcom to the Wild Wild West, Men in Black. You got your biggest role in front of all these people. This is such a historic moment for you. And you just let the devil trick you out your square. This moment will never be remembered other than when you slap Chris Rock. So to me, it was very embarrassing for the Black community and for everybody. And it was also a really big learning lesson. And I feel like if anybody could take anything from this whole situation, I want people to take what Denzel said, because it is so very true.
I like that. Well said. I got a couple counters to what you were saying. We're gonna get to Zach. Culturally, man. I mean, as a black man, Zach, watching another black man smack actually one of your comedy heroes in the face, you had to feel some type of way. Like comics, they don't care about you no more, bro. I don't know. I mean, is that like everybody think they can run up on a comic? I don't know what's going on.
Nah, I had a show the day after the Oscars. I let the crowd know immediately. I pressed charges. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I ain't like, Chris Rock didn't file no support. I'm filing a police report. I'm not playing with you. So I'm gonna let you know. Hit me if you want to. You going to jail. You doing time.
Culturally though, Zach, how'd you feel?
Culturally, it was kind of like, you saw a black man smack a black. It was just, Will really was very disrespectful. It was. I don't like to say, if it was a white comic or something who made that, would he have smacked him? I don't know. I can't say what Will would have done because I saw him backhand that French man that kissed him. So I don't know if Will really care about what color you are. You know what I'm saying? But I do know this: you do not smack a grown man and turn around and turn your back on him. If you're doing that, then you know that he is in a moment where he can't attack you, and that's what's made it weak to me as well. You know what I'm saying? If you smack a man, whether you think you can beat him up or not, a fight come with that. So for you to smack somebody, turn around and walk off, you knew that man couldn't do anything, which is like hitting somebody off guard or fighting somebody with their hands behind their back. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew they weren't gonna do nothing. So I felt like that was weak. I don't know if that's a cultural moment, but I mean that's more of a human moment, like a man-to-man moment that I kind of lost some respect on Will on that. I'm not canceling Will in no way, shape, or form, but it was a low point for him.
Okay. All right. Well, I got a couple responses to y'all. First of all, one, like you said, the movie, King Richard. That movie deserves all its accolades and for it to be, to be up for those awards and have actors up for that awards. That's a big deal because a lot of times Black folks winning Oscars for being thugs or slaves. So to see somebody getting an Oscar for playing a powerful Black man that actually did something that was so cool, saw the vision for his daughters and pushed through a predominantly white sport and just his vision. That's what got me about the movie. The vision of Serena and Venus's father is amazing. Salute to him on some real stuff, for real. That's what I was upset about that because I felt like that film needed more notoriety, right? But then again, we have to say this. Keke, you from the low end, or wherever your family from, where you got low end energy. You cannot shake that type of energy. You can't. Zach is from Gary, Indiana. You cannot shake that type of energy.
Yes, you can.
So you can't. Stay there. Stay there. It's in you. Although you know how to push it aside, like nah. Sometimes it pops out. Okay. And that's what West Philly popped out of Will. Does it make it right? No. And again, I'll say it for the 1,000th time. This is what happens when someone's fed up. I also said, being a host, everybody can't do it. Just because you're a comic doesn't mean you can be a host. It doesn't. Just because you got a great voice doesn't mean you can be a radio personality. It takes talent to do certain things. Mm-hmm. And being able, Zach, you are a great host. I've seen you host before. Keke, you're a great host. I've seen you host before. You gotta be able to read the room. Mm-hmm. You gotta be like, I'm gonna crack a joke on Will, but I ain't gonna go there because he been getting his ass kicked for about a year and a half. Am I gonna make a joke about Leonardo DiCaprio and young girls when people this time, young girls, older dudes, it's murky water there. It's tough.
So you think he was justified in slapping him because?
No, I don't. Right. I don't think he was justified in slapping.
Okay.
I think what Will did was suck. He should have waited until they got backstage.
Okay.
Maybe a curse word outside, like maybe instead of slapping him, just saying, keep my wife's name out your mouth made more sense.
Okay.
I would have expected that. That would have been like, okay, I get that. Right. Smacking him, it is unfortunate. I think for me, because as much as I just think Will is such a dope person,
yes,
this is going to stain his legacy for a long time.
Forever, yeah.
It's a long time. My guy Will might end up having to do what Jesse Smollett got to do. He might have to. Will might end up in the plays that got them long ass names.
No, what?
Nah, he ain't gonna be in that. Mama,
I can't go
grab
outside.
The gun under the porch.
I still got food on the stove. No. Everybody sing every set. You know the ones.
No.
I'll be sure in them. They be like, I'll be sure. Kelly Rowland. Then another actor you ain't heard from in a while.
You not gonna play
Kelly Rowland. Like, yo, that is the D-League of acting. No shade or nothing, but y'all know it.
No.
And it always use the same dude's voice for all the commercials. And join up.
That's so funny.
No, Will would be at that.
Will ain't going there.
No, Will.
This is another thing. Another thing for it. Now, if you're Chris Rock and the apology's out, do you ever really accept it, Zach?
No. You know what you do? You hold a grudge. Matter of fact, if you're Chris Rock, you do not talk. You let your ticket sales skyrocket. I wouldn't do an Instagram live. I wouldn't talk to nobody backstage. Oh, if I had this type of ammo and I knew people wanted to see me, I'm not speaking to my kids. Only thing I am doing is speaking on that stage. You hear me? His tickets were starting at $49 to sit in the back. That's where they were starting at. Now to sit in the back, they're $341. That man had a 250% price hike after one smack. I'm not saying a word if I'm Chris Rock. No, come see this show. When you come see me, that's when you'll hear what I got to say about it. Until then, y'all figure it out. Y'all talk about it. That was
to be honest with you, because we know he's got some shows in the Chicago theater. Now I've only seen one.
He's coming in October.
Dave Chappelle did this. Just so you can get all the money you can, Chris Rock, you might as well, you got to confiscate some cell phones. You got to do the cell phone thing. You got to do the cell phone thing where you got to drop your cell phone in that little lock box and you cannot open it up. You keep it with you, but you cannot. That was like ingenious. You had to drop your cell phone in this little bag and it magnet closed it shut. And you couldn't open it up at all. If you had to leave out, go in the lobby, and they unlock it so you can answer the phone, and then they put it right back in and lock it up. He's got to do that. He got to hit Dave Chappelle up immediately and do that because
Chris Rock
he'll be able to maximize that.
He's done that before. I went to one of his shows and he did that. He was working out the tambourine. Yeah, he was working out the tambourine special in Nashville, and he locked everybody's phones up.
All right. So Keke, as a Black woman, you in Jada's situation.
Yes.
And you know all the backlash that your husband's getting after this has happened. What do you tell him?
See, it's hard for me to ever be in Jada's position because although I think she's the GOAT and I would love to trade life with her for a week or two, and me and my boyfriend we had a very long discussion because again, I couldn't sleep. And he was like, because I was praising Jada, but he was like, you would have never allowed me to go up on that stage. You would have, if you had a tripped up the stair, you would have yanked my ass off that stage and pulled me back to my seat. Because that's when you care about somebody, when you love somebody, she don't give a damn about that man. She don't care that was his biggest night of his career. She don't care about the accolade he was about to walk into and the honor that he was going to get that night. Because if she did, she would have never allowed him to get up out his seat and respond the way he did. He was like, if that was me and you sitting there, me and you would have been fighting before I got up on this. Because I would have snatched you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have snatched him down. Like, hey, sit your ass. We at the Oscars. You know what I'm saying? Like, this your night. Sit down. We're not finna go back and forth with this clown. See him after the show. I would have never allowed my man to get, and not like demasculating like I allow, but I would have did everything in my power to stop my man from ruining his career in that moment over a silly ass joke about me. So he was like, so that just tells you the dynamic of their relationship. She don't give a damn about him. I was like, that's kind of deep. You know,
Keke, you and your man just dropped some jewels on the pod. I ain't even think of that.
Yeah, he was like from the red table to the entanglement to the always talking about Tupac to the now you let him get up here on this stage and embarrass himself like that. He was like, that's what happened when you with a woman that's toxic who don't give a damn about you and she's a manipulative. I was like, dang, babe, like you potted. Like he was like, damn, like he was really changing the way I was looking at it. And I was like, it might be a little finesse. Like you might be finessing me a little bit because I was so team Jada at first. But when you really sit back and think about it, like, nah, I wouldn't have let my man get on that stage and do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even switch roles with her because the ride home would have been me hysterical. Like, why did you do that? Why did you ruin your night? Why did you ruin this, what we worked so hard for, over a joke that's stupid? Like he didn't call me out my name. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't hit me. He didn't physically harm me or our kids. That joke did not warrant that response. So what are you really mad about? That would have been a conversation on the way home if it was me.
Wow, that's a amazing take. You pod, y'all. You tell your boyfriend he was podding on that one.
He was.
That's a real. He dropped them. He dropped one on us for that one, man. Definitely, we happy. Yeah. Isaac Boog. Off what Keke was saying. You a married man. Did your wife say like, yo, what was the discussion like between you and your wife? You don't mind me asking?
No, that's what I'm saying. My wife was like, she thought the same thing. She was like, oh, this shows that their relationship is struggling. She was at first when it first happened, she is team Will. Like when it first happened, she was like, that's what I'm talking about, Will, a real nigga. And I'm telling you, like we sat there in silence for like 5 minutes. And then I think it was hitting us both at the same time, like how wild their relationship has to be for that to trigger you to that point, for Will to be triggered like that. You know, that was a light joke. And then everybody's gonna blame the entanglement stuff. But like I was saying, I think his frustration is with Jada. Time after time after time, you embarrass me. You know what I'm saying? You came out here, this man, August Alsina, mentioned my name. He talking about I talked to him and stuff. That was wild. So now I have to go through, that's the first embarrassment that you caused. I'm Will Smith. Will Smith cares about the way he's perceived. Like Will Smith is never in no BS. You know what I'm saying? So now you come in, that was the first thing. Then I didn't even want to do the red table talk as Will Smith. I don't want to go, let's let this pass over. Now you need to do it because of her, because she knows that she talks about people in their personal life. So when something happened in her personal life where she looks like the bad guy, the only way to keep her platform relevant and where people would say you're a hypocrite, she would have to talk about herself. And she did. And drug Will into that. And what was the result of that? Now I'm a meme, publicly embarrassed. And the second thing is, I'm a word is entanglement is forever tied to me getting cheated on. You've embarrassed, that's the second embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? Time after time, you keep embarrassing. Then Chris do his little joke, I laugh, I look at you, and then you looking at me with that same look of disgust, he's so sick of her. Everybody is seeing this. And then let's talk about it. On my biggest night, this is how you know Keke and her man is right. On my biggest night, you have yet to post, congratulations on Will winning the Oscar. You ain't got to talk about the other stuff. You cut your comments off. Just congratulate that man. Your first post after I've done all this is people need to heal. So she wasn't pleased with his actions. That was at Will. You need to heal, but help me heal, or something, like throw me a bone. Like she does not have his back, and it showed. And you know who was saying congratulations? The only person in the family that was saying congratulations, because you know I follow the family because of my wife. It was his first wife, Cherie. She posted him in the Oscar. She posted the Oscar like, congratulations, Will, like keeping stuff on track. like trying to help Will, because they one big happy family and stuff with Trey and everything. So she was backstage. She was doing the wife role of like supporting your man. Jada has yet to support him. And this man was at one of the biggest thing in his career and smacked the man for you. That's what they say, for you. You know what I'm saying? And you've yet to support him. That's toxic, bro. Jada is, she's bad.
Y'all done turned on Jada and got me like, I'm halfway turning on it too. Like, damn.
I hate it.
Man, because I had never thought about that, but that is 100% true what you said, Keke. Your loved ones, your boys, your homies, your man, your woman, whoever, they not going to let you play yourself in your biggest moment. No. They're not going to let you do nothing crazy. Like, hey, hold up. You right about that. And then you think about all the things, like Zach said, all of the different moments. And I didn't even pay attention to the not posting the Oscar stuff. Like, she could have even addressed it, like, even though through all the chaos or something. Something.
Congratulations, husband. I love you. Great job. Nothing.
Yeah, I think this is, like, again, what you guys have said actually kind of feeds into what I thought. Will just tired. He a broken man. And he can't, for Will Smith to go up and smack Chris Rock on national TV at the Oscars, it's definitely some stuff going on with Will, which is weird to say, to think Will's got some emotional issues that he can't control, because we've never seen him out of control. Yeah. So I hate to think about that, but at the end of the day, here's another moment. Sometimes you gotta leave people, bro. And it's tough. It's tough. You don't want to stay with people. I've been in relationships. I've been in a relationship where I stuck it out too long and it just did nothing but get worse and worse and worse. And I know it's easy for me to say, just leave people when you got kids or when you got houses tied up, or you got to go though, because at the end of the day, this does nothing positive. I will say the person that I was with, it's so stupid, bro. The person I was with, nothing good happened to me the whole time I was there. Literally nothing. The moment I got away from that person, my prosperity started again. I started to prosper again. Yeah. Things started to happen. Team Hennessy comes my way. Then then all of a sudden iHeartRadio wants me. And then Dish Nation wants me. And then I end up on this. I'm like, damn. It was like Jesus was waiting, like, all right, you done? All right, I'm gonna let you prosper again. So at the end of the day, like, this is a perfect example. I'm not saying Will's not prospering, but there's obviously something going on. And I mean, like, I feel like I know that the whole Hollywood stuff, we got you dating somebody, I'm with somebody, and I'm all of this. But however that goes, on the physical side, when you lose that emotional connection to your partner, I feel like that's something to it, right?
But the thing is, she's not protecting Will the way he's protecting her. You know what I'm saying? She constantly just throws him out there, right, without any security. And that's what makes it look so weird to me. It's just like, Will, we see you look abused, bro. This is the biggest night of your life. At a time you should be so high. Why are you feeling so low?
Mm-hmm. Y'all coming with the,
why are you feeling so low? You gotta be vibrating at a low energy to do that. Yeah. At the biggest moments, at a high point of your life, your whole family is backstage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you feeling like that, you gotta smoke some weed and leave her.
Yeah, I think this is going to be something that we see as it happens throughout the year. I think this is probably going to end the Smiths. This moment will be probably that moment that people are going to get past this, and then they're going to be like, you know what? We're better apart. And that's probably it. I mean, they probably been apart for a while, but like I said, like, whatever their arrangement is their arrangement. But I feel like when you lose that emotional connection to somebody, that's that thing. Because we all been there. You didn't lost the emotional connection, but you still staying with them, hoping that will come back. Has that ever happened to either one of you?
Yeah, I mean, For sure.
I missed to get the hell on. I
missed to get the hell on.
missed to get the hell on.
Nah, I stay in places way too long. Relationships, friendships, jobs. I just be holding on for just like just loyal and dumb, you know. So I've definitely been in this place. But you cannot let these things, you can't let them destroy you. And at this point, I don't want to, you know, as a Black woman, I don't want to blame Will's poor actions on Jada, right? I don't want to blame it on Jada, but I feel like their relationship definitely has a lot to do with how he is acting at this moment in his life. At this, you know, at this big age, he's making these type of mistakes that are just crazy, and it's sad to see it. And I don't, you know, because I love Jada, and like I say, she is the GOAT. You know, she did have Tupac and Will Smith. She, you know, we're gonna give her that. But toxic is toxic, and there's a lot of ladies out there saying now, like, yeah, my man better stand up for me like Will. My man better slap somebody for me. Period. And by all means, I gotta shoot her, baby. He'll shoot the block up for me if it's necessary. You know what I'm saying? If it warrants that. If it's necessary. Had Chris called out her name, had Chris, you know, hit her or did something, yeah, he deserved to be slapped. But for this joke, it didn't deserve that. And so I don't want no man that's gonna act that irate over something this simple and stupid. So ladies, I feel you when you say my man better stand up for me, protect Black women, blah blah blah. But because somebody cracked a joke on you in a setting that was for jokes, you didn't need to protect, you know what I'm saying? You didn't need to be protected at that moment. Like,
that's not the same thing.
I hate when people say, Zach, you a comedian, so I know you've gotten this before. Like, you crack a joke on somebody, and how you supposed to know they mama had alopecia 3 years ago? How you supposed to know? You know, people, I go to a comedy club, I might get a fat joke cracked on me. How they, you know, what if I come out? I got health issues. I can't look like I hate when I crack a joke on somebody and they come out with a sad story. Like, you know, damn well I didn't know that. Because if I knew that, I would have never told the joke. So, you know, like, I understand Jada got alopecia, but now, you know, if we joking and my best friend, he had to cut his hair at a very young age. He been bald a long time, and I crack a lot of jokes. But if he come out and tell me he had alopecia, now I feel horrible. So it's like, just let the joke ring off, and you know, talk about it later. So when you talk about protect Black women, and I want my man to defend me, absolutely, ladies, I'm with all of the smoke. But this joke did not warrant to be smacked. It did not, it was, the cause and effect didn't match. The math ain't mathing. So I just want to get that point.
And ladies, man, make sure your man is a man who is, you know, smackable. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to, you can't have no, like, let me tell you something. You can't be with me talking about, smack him, Zach. No. No. We got to find another way. You know what I'm saying? I find another way to handle this. You know what I'm saying? Because when you small, when you see Keke, the thing about it, when you small, you only got two options.
Yeah.
Run or shoot.
Yeah.
When you my size, that's the only thing I can do.
That's
okay. It. So, baby, if you don't want me to shoot them, don't call me.
Period. Yeah.
Because that's all I can do.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Unless I've had situations where my wife called me. I remember one time. This is a real story. We pulled off at this store, right? And it was right by the United Center. And my daughter had to go to the bathroom.
What's that?
My wife went in there. She came out upset. I was like, "What's wrong?" She was like, "This man, he was tripping, talking about, you know, we gotta buy something." He was just being disrespectful, right? So I went in. I was like, "Hold on, look, no." I was like, "Did Brian use the bathroom?" She was like, "Nah, she didn't use it." I was like, "Hold on, come on." I was like, "She can't use the bathroom?" So I'm like, "Damn, you can't even use the bathroom?" "Well, if you want to buy the bathroom, you got to buy something, and we're not open." I said, "The door is open. Go to the bathroom." And I pulled out a 20 and threw it at her. You know, so I was like, "Since I got to buy something here," you know what I'm saying? "I don't need your money." "Well, no, you said if I got to buy something, so here, take it, put it on whatever you want to do." You know what I'm saying? That merited, his disrespect merited my disrespect. See how the disrespect matched?
Right.
Now, if he would have said, "Man, no, they can't use the bathroom," and I pulled out a 40 gauge and shot him, y'all would be like, "Zach is crazy." So I hate the narrative of you can't tell a man how to react when it comes to his wife. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
You react appropriately like you do in every situation. Stop it. Exactly. Stop using that as a cop-out. That's stupid.
But I have to say, like I said it before, I know Zach doesn't agree, but I just say there's 3 things that make a man mad. Well, I can get to any dude talking about 3 things. Talking about a man's money, his woman, or his family and kids. Those 3, if a man's not having a good day, things are going on. Those 3, 1 of the 3, all of the 3, 2 out of 3 could maybe cause that guy to act different. That's all I'm saying. That's the part about Will where I'm giving him a little grace because I know, yeah, somebody could talk about me. Hey, Tony, you bald head, ha ha. Hey, you this. But your kids though, what? Like, and if I'm having a bad day, I might be like, if I'm having a bad day, or somebody else says something about my kids, or somebody else says something about my kids, it's like you blow up. I remember a perfect example.
But you're gonna address it accordingly, Tone.
Yeah, you're gonna address it. I'm not gonna meet violence with violence. I get what you're saying, but it'll cause you to act. What I'm saying is act out of character. Now, like we don't know what the entanglement fallout was, right? We don't know what the constantly talking about Tupac, what that was in a bedroom or in they talking, or what she said publicly. I don't really enjoy sex with Will or something like that. Whatever you remember what she said, that weird comment, and just the other weird comments that Jada was saying. All of those moments, I can't believe that Will was just like, whatever. Those are real moments, right? So you got all of that built up in you, and then Chris Rock hits a hot button. And like you said, it wasn't, it's not right or wrong, but I'm just saying, I understand those are the 3 things I stay away from. I don't talk about nobody's nothing. But I've had people, somebody say something about my money, I'll quickly check you. Quickly. What? Say something about my money, and people like, damn, Tone, you ain't have to say it like that. Like, yeah, and a lot of times I think about it later, like, damn, I didn't have to say that, but I was having a weird day. And then they say, because that's what it seems to happen that way. Like both of you guys were saying, maybe that's the devil.
Okay, so let's say it's your biggest, let's say it's the biggest night of your life, right? You getting ready to get your dream. And then somebody's like, Tone broke his hair. So you just be like, I'm
gonna turn and say, let's see them W2.
You go into a rage. Start beating.
You gonna hit me, yeah.
And then you lose. Then you lose whatever you getting ready to have. Getting ready to have, man. I see what you're saying, but it has to match, man. If it don't match, it doesn't make sense.
I get you. All right, final thoughts, man. Final thoughts. Let's get to it. Keke, start us off. Let's go.
I know we spoke a lot about Will this episode, but I would really like to send my condolences out to Chris Rock. Like I said, you definitely need a big girl hug right now, and I understand. I'm here for you. Also, Chris Rock, I know somebody, if you want to sue the hell out of Will Smith, because let me tell you this, if I got slapped, I would still be laying on that Oscar stage acting like everything is broken wrong with me. So, Chris Rock, if I was you, I would highly suggest that you contact Judge Mathis or Roderick C. White or somebody to make sure that you get your money, because ain't no way you gonna slap me in front of 15 million people and I'm not walking away with half of your bag. So I say you go and you be like a bitter baby mama, you gonna get half. So Chris Rock, if you just need somebody to talk to, follow me at On Air Keke. I am here. That's all. That's my final thought.
That's
Zach
all right.
Boog, final thoughts, brother.
I mean, Keke already brought it up. I feel like we should pray for brother Chris Rock.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? God. Everybody went to Will. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody, please bow your heads, dear Lord. I think it's a shame that Will Smith walked on stage and smacked the hell out of Chris Rock, Lord. And, Lord, the thing about it, Lord, is that, I really want to pray for Chris, because after the smack, everybody went to Will.
Right.
Nobody was around Denzel, Tyler Perry. Everybody was talking to Will, Lord, but nobody talked to the man whose face was stinging.
Come on.
Nobody talked to the man whose jaw was on fire.
Yeah.
Nobody was talking to the man who got smacked in front of millions and millions of people. Nobody was talking about him. We need to put some loving arms around Brother Rock.
Yes.
We should.
Yes.
We should. We need to uplift Brother Rock right now. He didn't deserve that. Brother Rock is like, I didn't have the entanglement. I didn't make the memes. I didn't do the jokes. I'm not doing you dirty like Jada. I said one G.I. Jane joke right now. And 5 years ago, I said a joke about boycotting the Oscars. Damn.
Yeah.
I just think that we should just cover Brother Rock. This I ask in your name. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Cover Brother Rock. Cover Brother Rock.
Cover Brother Rock.
My final thoughts is, hey, thank y'all for watching my rant about it. First of all, that was pretty cool on the reel. Thank you for that, Pop Fam. I know y'all helped run that up. Also, I want to say my final thought is Chris Rock saved. He's actually saved his and Will Smith's public image, and might make sure that Black people get invited back to the Oscars again. Because really, if that was probably, I want to say, I hate to throw out wild percentages, but about 80% of Black men across the country, if they had a guy smacked, it would have been a fight on TV, an all-out fight. So Chris Rock showed a bunch of grace. So shout out to him for that. Again, Pop Fam, make sure you are sharing it. We're inching closer to the 100th episode, which is a very cool moment for all of us that's been involved with this. And again, appreciate you. Keep commenting. Shout out to Bow Wow for the comment. You turning us up, Bow Wow. Thank you very much. That was all Keke. It was her. It was all Keke's fault. But let me go ahead. Let me get out of here. Let's do this, man. You already know. What more can we say?